Hi everybody, Danny here. I'm currently in my kitchen and we're mid-renovation, so things might look a little bit incomplete. But one thing that is done are the cabinets are installed and they're this really lovely walnut. We were able to get handles for the walnut cabinets that matched. One thing that I am worried about is wear and tear over time of grabbing the cabinet handle while you're cooking something and maybe there's a little bit of oil on your hands and thinking that the oil on the wood is maybe not a great idea. So I'm looking for a top coat. What can I put on these wooden handles that's durable, that can withstand some of the kitchen wear and tear? One thing that I do like though is I do like the look of the wood. I don't want it to be too shiny. So I was looking around trying to find a good solution for a top coat. And like many of you, I got this polycrylic by Minwax. It's in a clear matte. So hopefully it doesn't stand out too much. It's not too shiny. It doesn't look like it's wet. Those are some of my fears that you might have as well. Also, there's a really nice window near the kitchen. And when the light comes in, I don't want the handles to be shiny and reflecting everything. But I thought I'd walk you through the process of, applying them to the handles and seeing how it works. So here in our kitchen, you can see these really beautiful walnut cabinets. This is actually our fridge. But as we've been using the cabinets and the doors, we're starting to just notice some sort of smudgy moments, just from having, greasy hands from cooking or food. And there's definitely a need to have some sort of top coat on these handles. It's a really nice match though. I mean, I'm really happy with the look. The cabinets are from Semi Handmade and the handles are from this Etsy shop. I'll put links below. But as you can see, definitely need a top coat. We're gonna go ahead and just give it a nice stir. I've heard that some of the material that actually gives it its matte finish can sink to the bottom. You wanna go nice and slow. You don't wanna go very fast because, of course, the biggest enemy for any sort of polyurethane or polycrylic is air bubbles. Also a brush. You could use a bristle brush. I'm using a fine art brush. The nice thing about polycrylic is that it's water-based, so you can clean it with water. It also doesn't yellow like oil-based urethane, which is nice, so it won't have a totally different color hue to it. Yeah, so now that it's stirred up and I got my brush, I'm gonna go over and start putting a coat on one of the handles. So I've gone ahead and I've just taped off around where I don't want the urethane. I think in terms of where I'm gonna put it, the handle, of course, the front of the handle, the side of the handle, and this little lip here, but I'm not gonna get all the way in this edge in here because I really doubt that's gonna get a lot of traffic. So just putting a little bit on at a time, trying not to get it too coated because you can always come back later and do a second coat, but just going nice and slow. The key with any urethane is really doing light coats and avoiding air bubbles. And then the other thing that's nice about the fact that it's water-based polycrylic is that you can blast it with a hairdryer to make it dry faster, whereas oil you have to wait. And if you blast with a hairdryer, you can put on a second coat, a third coat, and sand in between. So let's give it a little bit of power. Even get a piece of sandpaper. This is a 320 grit sandpaper, so you can sand in between the coats to make it extra smooth or to get out any brush marks. But we're using a pretty nice art brush with fine bristles, so shouldn't be too streaky. But here you can see one coat that's dry already. And it has a pretty similar sheen to the cabinets themselves. And then maybe just real lightly running a smooth sandpaper over it, just to make it extra smooth. There you go, and there you have it. You could see the sheen. I'm getting it from this angle so you could see the sheen on the actual cabinets. And then this is the handle that I put I think like 3 coats of the polycrylic on. Those are handles that I haven't touched yet. So you could sort of see, you know, you could see like the grain, and there's no real top coat on those. You can see like where we've grabbed the handles, it's already getting a little smudgy. But now this one has that top coat on, 3 coats. It feels a little bit smoother. It feels a little bit more durable, like it can withstand daily use. Yeah, and it's really nice. It's not too glossy. It doesn't have that wet look that I don't like. It feels like natural wood. And yeah, so once again, like if you're interested in sort of like a clear matte finish, this might be exactly what you need. And I'd recommend going at it with a fine art brush for some of your more detailed projects, and just going slower, and also blasting it with that hair dryer. So once again, this is Danny, and I hope you like this. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe and comment below and let me know what your experience working with polycrylic is. We'd love to know. Thanks so much. Bye.